prepared?
Yeah.
Starting with the heart, right? So from the heart, we have, orient yourself, this is your superior and inferior vena cava. So from the superior vena cava, we travel up until we get to this first branch. On the other side of this branch, you are looking at the brachiocephalic vein. Now, if we continue from the brachiocephalic vein, this continues till it hits its next branch point, which creates the jugular veins, external and internal. You're on the left-hand side, correct. Now, on the other side of the branch point that generates the jugular veins, you generate the subclavian.
Below the shoulder.
And is that auxiliary coming up?
So, at the other side of this branch point, you go into two primary veins. The first is the subscapular. Subscapular travels deep into the shoulder. On the other branch of this would be the axillary.
Axillary.
So that's from this branch point to this branch point. That's your axillary.
Okay.
On the other side of this branch point, here, you have the brachial.
So that's inferior to the axillary. The brachial. According to this diagram,
It's going to follow the axillary. So, now as we travel downwards, I forgot to point out that the external jugular splits in three directions. The posterior facial vein, anterior facial vein, and if I had been more careful and hadn't hacked it out, there would be a transverse facial vein, where this would go like that. So it's been cut out because I wasn't cautious enough when I did this. So this is your inferior vena cava. It continues and travels downward.
Is that going?
Oh, yep, forgot to point out the azygos. Thank you for reminding me. The azygos.
Oh, right.
The azygos vein is right here. So don't mistake it for the inferior vena cava.
It's much bigger than the inferior vena cava.
Yeah, the inferior vena cava is much bigger than the azygos. So the
azygos comes off the esophagus, kind of?
No, it kind of comes up and comes into the superior vena cava.
Oh.
So it comes up into the superior, and then from the superior it enters into the right atrium. So, little review for your heart. For your heart thing.
Thank you.
So as this comes down, we can kind of move the intestines out of the way and follow, as we will, as we follow this here. We can follow the inferior vena cava coming down through the lobes of the liver, coming down here. Here, if this is the renal, right here we have the renal, the adrenal gland, giving us the adrenal lumbar vein. Continually traveling downwards, you have the renal vein. Traveling still ever further down, you have the iliolumbar vein. Now where the iliolumbar vein, just below the iliolumbar vein, you see this little thick part, that's your common iliac. Because after the common iliac, it branches into the exterior. So this is still the exterior iliac. And down here,
femoral vein.
Nope. Internal iliac. So after that branch,
external is where?
External is the fat guy. Internal is the skinny guy.
And the external turns into the...
External after the branch point becomes the femoral. After the femoral, you have the great saphenous. Now, if I had one, my popliteal would be over here, traveling deep into the knee, but I don't have one. So, that takes care of
the vein.